In my previous projects, I have researched on how different people feel about deja vu scenes, looking for the memories and subconsciousness present in them. I focused this project on connection between specific space and memories to understand the commonalities in people's memories and to explore the concept of liminal space and the effect it had on memory. After compiling the collected memories and information, I found that a park can be a connection to most people's memories, so I used a slide as my main visual element for a serious visual attempt. I tried various ways of expression such as ceramic, printmaking, and finally select on the photography combined with chemigram as my final means of visual creation. Chemigram is made by painting with chemicals on photographic paper and belongs to a field of visual art experimentation. I developed the black and white film, enlarged it through darkroom techniques, and used watercolors to draw on transparent plate covered with photographic paper, blocking some of the light from reaching the photographs for the intro development. Painting the paper with a chemical such as developer, fixer, tea, citric acid allows me to destroy some of the details in photographs, thus making the memories blurry and indistinguishable. Chemigram's random mixing process make each photograph as unique and imperfectly reproducible as memory. After obtaining a variety of experimental results, I began to think about how to combine these modified memories with real places, and whether false memories could influence people's judgment of their own memories. So I started to collect parks and pleasure gardens in London that have disappeared, which are common parts of human memories. For the midterm exhibition in the making, I referenced the artist Mona Vishal's methodology, where I combined the synthesis of chemigrams, screen prints, and multiple printmaking methods, fusing poetry books, fiction, and factual information as text, as well as using AI to make the human memories for secondary generation of photographed images, and ultimately constructing an archive of a fictional pleasure garden. As this was a midterm presentation, I focused on the communicating and interacting with audience, hoping to use exhibition as an opportunity to gather more feedback. Visitors are able to move and arrange the images on the table, and can also leave their thoughts with notes and typewriter. In this series of work, I present fictional history in front of the audience, thus triggering the audience to think about and identify the authenticity of memory, to think about the commonality of human subconsciousness from a discursive point of view, and to explore the collective memory that lies deep behind the same place. After joining public dissemination group, I began to study the application and practice of art residency. The final area chosen was Peckham, so I did a lot of field research in Peckham, and at the same time, I started to think about how I could engage my practice in major project with residency program. Being in Peckham, I utilized the familiar environment of Peckham residents to construct my images. I can't confirm what kind of people my participants were, but I can say that they all have experiences related to Peckham. I visited the main streets of Peckham, Peckham Rye Park, and the venue of the exhibition Safe House to record the memories I collected in Peckham on film. Using photographic and darkroom techniques, potion dipping, destroying familiarity, and blending in with the environment, my memory of Peckham has been brought to life through developed photographs. Using Soka Weiner as my reference, I likened the entire Safe House venue to a field where new memories are formed. Memories are made and remembered by speaking them, and when we don't pay attention to and mention a memory, it slowly disappears from our mind or become a part of our subconscious. Therefore, I had distributed the image throughout the exhibition area, as if there were fragments of memories accumulated in our minds. The conceptualized archive of images makes the whole space as a transitional zone to construct a relationship with the audience, who can view the images in each room, which will allow us to form a kind of common memory, and at the same time, it is also a liminal space that I built up together with the audience. This project intends to investigate the impacts of art therapy on popularity psyche from the perspective of memory. So I hope to invite the participants and visitors from community to share their experiments of expressing their memories and emotions through art. To this end, I have undertaken numerous theoretical studies on art therapy and psychology. OCARS is a program that engages participants to project their own inner thoughts by imaginatively and personally interpreting images through combination of images and words. So, by studying the methodology of the artist E. Lehman and the psychological theories of Rorschach inkblot test, I try to make my work can be immediate for people to discover their own memories and inner existence in form of insidious tests. I reproduced the black and white film I shot with the images, produced by Camgram, used AI to colorize them, and ended up with a set of fictional memory slices. These memory slices were subsequently processed, so they are unreal, just as brains process our memories autonomously. When we record a piece of our path through an image, the memory overlaps in a way that made us believe the story we have experienced are real. On site, I conducted an art talk activity, discussing with participants how common memories inspire our own memories or reactions. Using the psychological method of projection as a reference for my creative principle, fictional slices of memory were shown to the participants, leading them to think deeply about the relationship between the memory, the subconscious mind, and space, while inviting the participants to engage in co-creations that build up the space between observation and imagination, and how visual memories can be built up over time. Listening to each participant sharing, exchanging each other's memories, and expressing emotions and feelings that can't be conveyed in words through painting, we found a lot of common ground between our memories together through this series of communication methods. Although the scene was different from what I had envisioned for art therapy, I did end up with a lot of feedback. Many of participants told me that it surprised them how similar we were while portraying a memory, even though we are different individuals with different cultural backgrounds. This residency project is a great opportunity for me to connect with a range of communities in a specific location, and through the medium of the illustration as a visual communication, I have managed to build a bridge of memory with different people. At the same time, it is also an interdisciplinary art practice that combines illustration and psychology for me. This period of study has also allowed me to try and make a number of applications for residency art programs. I applied for Yuan 2023, a curatorial program where Yuan curates a reinterpretation of gallery as a space for social exchange and creative discussion on well-being. The starting point of my work is based on the emotion of panic, reflection, and search for home and belonging that felt when I first arrived in London, which coincide with the theme of this exhibition. In the next phase, I will use this Yuan's residency as an opportunity to develop my research around diverse discussions about what it means to search for home, and to discover more about the possibilities of memory and subconscious visualization through encounters and exchanges with different art creators. I have gained a lot from the work of the whole academic year, from the research and various material experiments, so that I step by step clarify the direction of my own research and technical means. At the same time, I have discovered a lot of my current problems, which will allow me to continue my learning and thinking. Finally, thanks all of you for patience in listening.